Well, let's see. Today we're working on this is at, I never actually pronounced this guy's name before. Atastic's thief. His thief character. He's the one that does the sort of little night animations. Really fun. You might know him from like Thief and Apples and the little wizard guy he animates. I have to drop a thing in the link. I mean, a link to his videos. Very hilarious. Anyways, got a little thief character. Seemed pretty cute, so I just drew it one time. And then after that, we're going to do Arlo. No one seems to be here yet, so I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. Just enjoy the jazz music, I guess. I'm working on a little project here. Got to keep on going. Oh, I know where this started out as. This started out just as a random pair of legs. This started out as just a random pair of legs that I decided to, I don't know. I was watching his art or his cartoons. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna turn this into the thief character. I think this is a phone sketch. Yeah, it definitely looks like a phone sketch. Oh, hello. Looks like we got some people here now. Nope, nope. Come on. What is this? Oh no, 5%. Okay, on my phone. Hold on. Any shout outs or hellos? Nope, no comments yet. Oh, so a little heart. How you doing? It has been a while. I've had laryngitis. I don't even know what is the definition of laryngitis? Is laryngitis just one of those like definitions that like actually describes a condition more than it describes like an ailment? Hey, Josh Pony, how you doing? Oh, this is what I need. Okay. I'm going to keep doing this. Hey, Dara. Hey, Whitkids. Whitkins? Oh. Where is the... There we go. The charger. So yeah, this just started as a random pair of legs that I was just doodling, and I was like, okay, well, I'll turn it into the thief character. So anyway, I've lost my voice for I like legitimately like lost. I've never really experienced that before in my life, where you just lose your voice. I got a little bit of it left, a little bit of a frog. And hopefully that disappears by next week. Oh. Well, I hope you have a good Christmas. You know, I just don't know how to say this other than maybe I should just say this. mean, I don't know. I gotta find some way to get back to work. Is that a robot? No, that's just... Again, that's the... Here, I'll just show you what character it is. If I can actually bring up the... find a web, or not a web, but maybe a representation of what I'm looking for. Hold on. Okay, we need... Yeah, you really never seen this? Here, let's see. Let's see if I can show this to you guys. Doo-doo-doo. Ah, okay. Hold on a sec. Hold on a scooch. Let's drop this down to maybe about 100. See if that'll help the quality. Yeah, that helped. I forgot I had to lower the internet quality. Maybe for the next month or so while I get resituated. What am I looking for? Internet, browser. There we go. Here, hold on. Interact. There we go. I'll turn this down. No. Anyway, that's who I'm kind of drawing. No, dismiss. I mean, Atastic. They do really good stuff. Look like a bunny-eared thief with like little Kirby sucking powers. And he's like a little steam engine. Anyway, there we go. That's who I'm working on right now. Do. And while we're doing this is what I'm working on. Yeah. Oh yeah, I found a thing that lets you I don't know, use your cell phone as a webcam. Might be pretty neat. My hands are all dirty from working in the yard. There's going to be some big changes coming up in the new year. Anyway, so I'm doing a fairly more realistic rendition of the thief character. May I ask what you're? Well, you know what? I don't know how else to tell you this, but we lost after about 10 years of living with her. I lost grandma, so she's fine. I mean, she's in a better place now, but yeah, yeah. So one of the reasons why I haven't streamed for so long, and then I just immediately my health just gave out and got like a flu or a cold or whatever. But I haven't really stopped anything. But you know what? It's so weird. Out of all these times, like it was just recently around maybe like Halloween where I was like, you know what? I need to just do these Artcasts, and I can just do them while I do other things. I've got them all saved up, and I've managed to record her on at various points. In fact, there's one just about a couple weeks ago. I'm sitting and I'm making stew. It's the whole recording. It's the one on it's the one with I'm trying to think of her name. Lydia. Lydia as Jubilee. And I spend the morning making stew for her, or chopping up her vegetables so she can make her stew, and working out in the garden with her. And she said, you know what? She told me she was proud of just the things I've been doing with the artwork and the videos, and it just kind of, I don't know, felt like a weird reassurance that I should keep plugging along with this. So yeah, thank you, Wilkins. Is that Wilkins? Yeah, Wilkins. So I'm gonna keep on going at it because I think that's something that she wanted. She always said that. Actually, no. I'm gonna say that it's sort of been a little weird at first when I first was doing this. I don't think she quite understood what a lot of it was about. There were times when she got a little fed up with me. And we got upset at each other, but I think that's just what happens after you live with someone for 10 years. And she got what she got, not everything that she wanted, but I mean, she got what she wanted in terms of she got to live in her own house until the very end. She was put in hospice care for about a week, and we were given sort of the means to take care of her on our own. We had a few nurses come in and out. They were very supportive. And yeah, I got to take care of her till the very end. Oh, and these things are going to be like this. I'm making all these cards. We've got she took care of everything. She was so good at taking care of everything for her kids. She got what she wanted in that now the house and all of her stuff. now goes to her kid's inheritance. She didn't need to go into a home, and they didn't get control of any of it, because we have heard horror stories about how some of these basically some of these old folks' homes, they will take control of all of a person's assets and then just drain it, and there's just nothing left over. That's what's supposed to be. Please feed the birds in loving memory. And this is her last sack of feed. I just bought her a new sack of feed for the quails. I'm scoring these cards on one side, which is a tiny Phillips head screwdriver, not anything fancy. And just folding these overs, and then when we get all this done, I filled up the sacks and I staple it. So there. I'm gonna keep doing what she always did, and that's keep moving forward, keep moving around. The day before everything sort of went to pot, me and her put up the Christmas tree for one last time. It was very nice. Put up the Christmas tree, and I made her favorite dish. One of her favorite dish. This is right after Thanksgiving. Like 2 days after Thanksgiving. And she said, I'm already sick of turkey. And I said, all right. And so I cooked her I fried her up some fish. And used some of the potatoes left over to make her potato cakes. She loved potato cakes. Loved it more than mashed potatoes. Fried it all up. And so she had fried fish and potato cakes and even had she even found some old homemade ice cream that she had. So that was her last meal. But it was a good one. It was a damn good one. Oh, I'm sorry, Wilkins. I'm sorry. I don't know. We don't know. At some point she might have had a I don't know, some sort of episode of coming back from the bathroom, and I found her. And at first she was okay. And then when we took her to the hospital, she was fine. But the doctors said that she had hematoma in the brain, and they had to watch it. And we thought, okay, well, everything's fine. And she seemed like she was in good spirits. But that just got bigger and bigger, and she just kind of faded. Grandma Condor. Grandma passed away. So there's going to be big changes in 2005. That's very good. Thank you, Condor. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. We were all... I mean, it's hard. My mom's taking it the hardest, but we're all trying to make sure everything runs smooth for her. And this is like literally the first time I've had a chance to maybe do something. I woke up this morning. And I spent the day with her. My brother's coming in. He was originally coming in for Christmas, and now he's coming in for the funeral and Christmas. So, you know, we've just been busy with all sorts of things. I spent yesterday helping mom because she's got a grandkid now. She's grandma now. So I spent yesterday helping her get up her tree, just the bare minimum for Christmas, just to make it look nice for Little Britches. Little Britches is my niece. That's what I call her. Because she's going to be spending about a week there. And, yeah. So that's what I did yesterday. And then we collected these, which will soon be these after I get done. I'm just taking the stack here. They're going to hand these out. But you know what? Like I was saying, up the few weeks up into leading up to this, it felt like it really kind of clicked to her what I was doing. Like the artwork and the videos. And I would show her a couple times, and she would always be sort of proud. When I first moved in, she was just kind of like happy I was taking care of her, but she didn't quite understand what all this was about. In fact, sometimes she would see me either doing the drawing or playing the video game or doing a stream and just kind of get a little snippy. You know, in the way that you just don't quite understand what's going on. But then on the other hand, I told her, well, if I did this, if I had a job outside the house, you wouldn't see me at all. I'd have to disappear for the whole day. You live with someone for 10 years. It's not going to be all a sunshine and lollipops. But I think we had a pretty decent run. She needed just someone to take care of her. Make sure the roof didn't fall out. Make sure someone was always there in case she fell or something happened. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, especially when I was doing these things, the Artcasts, where she would just pop up or need something. And I just said, screw it. Screw this old professionalism crap. Who gives a shit? I'll just do this, and if it gets interrupted by something, I'll just go and hang out with her for a little bit. And I have some really good recordings of her. One from just a few weeks ago that basically just all in all, but gave me a blessing for what I was doing. So I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Got a little sick when I was setting up. I was thinking, well, what point do I start this again? Do I avoid it, or do I handle it head on, like she and Grandpa would have wanted? Oh yeah, she was a troop. Like I said, the day before anything happened, we all put up her Christmas tree. It's sitting up there. It's the last thing she did, and it'll be the last thing we take down before we start moving stuff out of the house. It's first of all, it's like Christmas, so no one really shops for a house around Christmas. So I might be in this house for maybe another month. All the family members have agreed that I should continue to be the caretaker and make sure that nothing sort of happens here. I've downloaded a lot. I've downgraded a lot of the services. For example, I don't get. I got rid of the TV, the cable, and I lowered the internet. You don't need a lot of to stream. Here, let's see how we're doing. Yeah, we're rock solid at 4,000. So we're doing good. I think I get like 50 or 25. I don't know. Enough for gaming. Enough for gaming and enough for 2 devices. So if I want to stream some games or work on that, then I can totally do it. Art streams mostly. As I continue to get my stuff. And I really don't have a lot of stuff anymore. It's all my equipment now. I emptied out my closet out of everything but the essentials. And I moved all my books and my board games. I'm going to be setting up a new studio. A new studio back at Mom's. I'm moving back in with her until things settle down. She's still got an empty room. And then from there, who knows? No, come on. So, yeah, it's all just the essentials here. I'm going to continue to water the plants and everything like that. Hopefully, we'll sell the house soon. We'll find a buyer. Maybe someone will get a Christmas bonus or something, and we can sell. And you know what? From the market, well, and maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's the timing is good, because who knows what happens when dipshit finally takes office. Maybe the universe knew that things were going to get rough, and this was the only way my family would get the things that they're worth. That's what she always worried about. I'll tell you one thing. She always fussed about her inheritance. She was like, I want to leave it for my kids, my kids, my kids. She was always about her kids to the very last breath. She told me she loved me. She told me she loved me in mumbles. Like, I just got real close to her and I said, I love you, Grandma. And she's, So there's that thing. And she smiled when my uncle came in and my mom. And she tried to wave at my neighbor, one of her best friends here in the neighborhood, when she came in to visit her. And the church, we always have the church come out for Christmas cookies. And the church came out. The pastor said, can we just do that? Can we sing to her one last time? And we said, sure. We had the church, the choir, and about maybe a good 20 people come out, and they gathered around. They sang her Christmas carols. And this was when she was like basically in a coma. And it was the last time we had the Christmas party for her. It's just it. I can't believe it's like the 18th and Christmas is almost over. But then again, it's just been like a long 2 weeks of that. It felt like forever, like an eternity rolling by. And then after that, my health immediately just took a nosedive. I got a flu. I got a cold. I got whatever. My head pounded for a day, and then it moved straight into my throat and chest, and I lost my voice. And I couldn't do anything. I couldn't eat. I couldn't talk to you guys if I wanted to. Yeah. It's all bittersweet, but you know what? She was also saying I'm tired. You know what? She wrote, and this is sad, and I don't know what she meant by this. I mean, I think she meant she was grateful by it, but I don't know. We're looking at all of her old journals now. And then every year at Christmas she keeps on saying, "Well, I'm still here." I don't know. She was telling me she was tired. This was the year when she was telling me I don't want to go to the doctor's office. We would have to wake up. An appointment would be at 10 and she still didn't want to wake up at like 8 to get ready. She would say, I don't feel like it. And we would always chalk it up to, oh, well, we just had guests the other day, or we had Halloween the day before, and she's still tired. I think she was telling us. This is one miracle that happened. I've been sick since Thanksgiving. And what happened is, or what usually happens with Thanksgiving, is we either have it here or we have it at my mom's. And I'm always the first to run over and help whoever is having it. In this case, it would have been my mom, and I would have been, if I were healthy, I would have been the first one over to help her. But I wasn't. So mom had to do everything. She decorated her house. It was lovely. She cooked everything except for the stuffing that grandma made with her when they got there. And it was just wonderful. Like, the turkey was fantastic. Usually, grandma tended to like make it real dry, and mom cooked it to like really good. Even the white meat was decent. And usually I hate white meat, but it was all good. I wore a mask and I wore gloves because they still needed someone to carve it. But she was just really at peace with everything that was going on, and she loved what my mom was doing. She complimented all the decorations, and she told my mom, "Well, that's good. Now I know that." Because since mom did it all by herself, we really heaped praise on her and said, "Oh, this is great. Now we know that you can take care of everything." I mean, it's not like mom couldn't cook, but it's not her favorite thing to do. So it was just a little moment between grandma and mom, and grandma sort of saying like, "Oh, this is good. When I'm gone, I know that the traditions will be carried on." And yeah, that was just a few days before. So God knew. God knew what was going on. Between that and her last day just getting ready for Christmas, and her last meal being her own homemade ice cream. Or was it my uncle? I don't know. But you know what? Yeah. Man, these are a lot. How many do I have? I ordered. How many sheets did I order? Let's see. 1, 2. One. Okay, well that's only 50. So yeah, this will be. We want at least 300. We don't know. We're having it on the 23rd because we wanted everything done by Christmas. Especially since that'll be the time. That'll be the moment where the most family members would have been here, or naturally, organically. Some of them were coming in just for Christmas, and they were going to turn around and leave the next day. Is this before or after I've started working with? No, I guess this is before. Before I started working with vectors. Oh, that's not right. This is the cutaway. Oh, she was tough. She was tough and ornery and just loved doing things. Huh, I need a little light or something. There we go. This is fine. I wish I had a light table. The guy at Kinko's, he was very nice. Oh. Okay, never mind. I got a phone call. I'm going to turn this off. $602-908. Oh, that's. Okay, I gotta turn this off. Hello. Doing good, Mama. Oh, I'm just sitting here. I'm making the cards. How are you? Okay. You did great. Yeah. Were they late or were you late? Ah. It doesn't. They told her that doesn't target your back. I'm sorry, did something just say our line will be recorded? Okay. Bye. Love you. That was weird. Do I still have the thing on? No, I turned it off. Yeah, it's pretty much just the same thing. Look, me making cards. I did you know what, before all this, she gave me a little extra money. And she says, I want you to buy just something nice for you. And I was like, oh, no. And I saved some of it, but I did spend it on this weird little, I don't know, what would you call it? A mechanical clamp arm from Tenmu. I will say, you know what? Tenmu is a little sketchy, but their film equipment is still pretty top notch. I mean, Who the hell is that? Yellow? Hi. Uh-huh. Yeah. This call will be recorded. What is that? You really think so? Oh my gosh, a cute little doggy. Well, it's right before Christmas, right? Mm-hmm. Huh. No, I knew. You told me before. I didn't quite believe you until I started hearing this. Well, no, the iPad is definitely it. The two were connected, and when you turn on one, it came to the other. That's not suspicious. Huh. Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah. I got a lot of things done. I went over to. Oh, I did shopping everywhere. I got gas for the car. I went up to Sam's. They didn't. I think our bill is due in January or something because when I re-upped the thing, it didn't ask for like more money like it usually does. Like, oh, you know, time to re-up. And I bought yeah. So I don't think that's until like the end of the maybe in January, and we might be out of here by then. I did do some research on the water. It's about $8 for 80 of those little bottle waters. So if you got like three or four, that would give you like 300. Three of them would give you like 327. So if you get four, then you make sure everyone's got enough. And then I figured out it's not for orange juice. It's not powdered. It's concentrated. I forgot. You can make concentrated orange juice, just like Grandma used to make. You know, the ice. You just it's frozen. I was looking in all the wrong places for it, so we can get that, and that'll be like $2 for each one, and that'll make a bunch of gallons of it. Yeah. They just mix it with water, and it's in their little serving thing. The church will have all that. Yeah, but we'll get them the little water. Yeah, I mean, I let's see. I bought 37 or 36 or 35 Cokes for you. Yes, ma'am. I went to Sam's. Let's see. The purified water, Members Mark purified water. You get 40 for 40 bottles for about three. Actually, that would be a better deal. Like you get that for $4. So if you get like five of those, that'll be better than the half bottles. You understand what I'm saying? Because the half bottles were like $8 because you're using more plastic. I assume that's the thought behind it. And then I did Christmas shopping. I got little items for everybody. I got little britches, this darling little it's this kind of like a dodgeball, but they sewn something on top of it. It's a little fish with a horn, and it bounces like a dodgeball. So it's a ball that she likes, but it's got a face, and it's got like a little fish face and a unicorn thing. Yeah. And I got Blake this. This is what started it, everything. I got Blake Naval Diplomacy Duke Cannon shower soap, and it's a picture of a naval officer on it, and it says naval diplomacy starts with your shower. And I think that was just a cute little thing for him to have. It's a big brick. It's a big ass brick of soap for like $8. Yeah, and I didn't know what to get Brittany, so I got her this little back massager thing. It's you add batteries to it. It's a little pillow and it vibrates. Yeah, that's fine. And I got Ian a gift card. I got Ian a gift card to Starbucks. And then I got Mike. I'm gonna have to take this back tomorrow. I got a poster board. I just guessed it. I eyeballed it. I'm going to take the puzzle Grandma made, and I'm going to put it in a poster and wrap it up, and that'll be their gift. Yeah, well, this is from me. You can you give her the cross. I'm matting the poster that he made with Grandma. So that's, yeah, I take it out of the. Well, framing does mean matting. It's going to be a frame and everything, but I bought too big of a frame for it. Yeah, I take this back. I'm going to go back there tomorrow, and if you want, I can get the water and I can get the concentrated orange juice and have that all ready for Friday when we take it over to the church. No, but I'm just about done. Pardon me. Okay. Yep. Well, like I said, it started with Blake. I saw that and I was like, oh, that would be cute to give. So I was like, and then the ball was only like $6. The massage thing was only 10. These are just like little gifts. Yeah. She's playing with the dog. We'll probably get a dog after this. Yeah, I'm still here. Oh. Okay. I saw that and I just went around and got the other stuff. This was a Walmart. Yeah, I had a good day, and then I came home around 1, and I kind of crashed and took a nap and woke up at 3, and I'm starting to just kind of fold in these little things. They looked wonderful. I could show you a picture. I I got the measurement down. I'm going to fill it with 4 tablespoons of the feed, and it fills it out real nice. Oh, wow. I'm sneezing. You and the dog, what kind of dog is it? A golden doodle? Oh, cute. What treats do you? What treats do you have? Oh, of course, of course. You'll probably get a dog after this. Hey Don, how you doing? I'm on the phone. Who? Okay, that's cool. Uh-huh. Yeah, if you're on Wi-Fi, then you don't have to worry about anything. Yeah. Yeah, well, did you get the picture that I sent you earlier today? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I think it might have something to do with her insurance. Bank of America or something. Maybe, I'm not sure. Right. No, no, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, everything's going good. Oh, Uncle Mike. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That means we have time. You know. Yeah. Yeah, we may. I mean, I'm gonna have all my stuff gone, and I'm gonna go through and see what is absolutely 100% like Goodwill stuff, like things that like you don't like the I don't know about the paint or whatever. Yeah, I would have to. I mean, I don't think we need, like you said, we're gonna sell as is. So unless I needed like documents whatever barcodes we use for the paint. I've kept the house is pretty okay when it came to repainting. We repainted maybe about 5 years ago, and I've done the trim and I've done the baseboard when it started getting bad. I just did that like last year. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think he was padding his books. I know. I know. Well, he's got no one other than you, but I think if he's on his own, I think this is about time for him to be truly just kind of free on, his own. Yeah. No, he's got his own family. You got your own thing to do. But then again, grandma was his thing. They always did. They always were with grandma because, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You. Thanks, Kevlar Ninja. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's fine. Yeah. No. Well, Blake's a little naive about everything that happened with in the before times. He just kind of he's living the American dream of being in the Navy. Cool. Well, yeah. I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, I got you something else. Yeah, you got it. Oh yeah, yeah, sure. We're gonna get settled. What, phones? Oh yeah, sure. That's easy. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. There's somewhere in my old closet. Yeah, it's not beige. It's more just like white, or well, it's a sailor's knit. Yeah. Right. You'll do fine. Yeah, it's coming down to the wire. But we say goodbye to her. She'll always keep. It's weird. It's a transitional. She's really gone right now, and this is all just the memory of her, or saying our final goodbyes. But she's her. It's just her earthly remains, and she's in heaven. Yep. And it's we're gonna be dealing with the house and this. It's we just take every day at a time, one day at a time. Sweet Jesus. Uh-huh. And why was she freaked out? Because she was afraid? Was she Christian? Ah, well, nah. Death? Uh-oh. Is the dog alone? All right, don't get aggressive. It's kind of like when Eugene called and you told her we were having a party. When it's kind of like it's a little. Some people just kind of. Yeah, what do you do? Well, it's our way of saying goodbye. We have to, the church wanted to sing, and we needed to, and she would have loved that, and she did love that probably. Yeah, I got pictures. They're going to be in the video. Yeah, no, her mingling with her. Yeah, sure. You call me back when you can. No, I'm fine. I'm sitting here. I'm doing the thing. All right. Go get some coffee. Hey guys, that was Mom. I don't know if you could hear or not. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, it's gonna be a transition. One, two, three. And I'm just sitting here while I talk to you guys and we do the video thing. And I'm scoring these cards to make sure that they're all nice and taken care of. Oh, you could tell? Yeah. I'm sorry, Mike. Yeah. It's always hard. But like I was telling, she was saying that her customers, some of them were freaking out like really upset. And it's like, well, first, she lived a good life. And we keep living the life that she would want to live. One of our old music music pastors from the old church called back in the day, and he was sort of a little bit flummoxed, which showed you how much he knew Grandma when we said, "Oh, we're having a Christmas party," because we were having a Christmas party in honor of Grandma. Not in honor, she was still the guest. People were going in and out and talking to her, and because they say that the hearing is the last thing to go. So, just making sure that she knew that she was surrounded by everyone that she loved. And that was sort of the last day when she was on the up and up. The next day she listened to my brother on the phone. He's still in the Navy. And then in the middle of that night, I gave her last dose of medicine, and she went sometime around 2:00. But before then, we all just made sure she was loved and in the warmth of her own home. She always said, "I'm going to die in my own home. I want to die in my own home," she said. And ironically, she said, "I can't move in with you. I can't move in with your mother because her floors are too crooked." Mom's got seesaw tile. So she always said, and if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's tile, but it's not flat. It's got a raise in the middle. So it's not a big deal if you're young enough, but I imagine if you're older and you crucially need every surface to be flat, then it is a pain, I guess. But she says, "I can't live with your mother. Her floors are too bad. I'll fall." And ironically, she does in her own home. And I should have known something. We went to a different hospital. We went to a better hospital than Banner. And when I got to her in the emergency room, they were taking care of her, and she was still, still there and responding to everybody. She told me she loved me, and I loved her, and we were just saying, we were just going through the stuff. And she was just so peaceful. Now, if she were normal, she would have said, "Oh my God, my back. I hate this. I hate hospital beds." Every time we went to the hospital, it was always just she was miserable because she had a bad back, and hospital beds have such horrible beds. Hospitals, because they're hard and meant to be semi-disposable. But she was just so at peace with everything. And I was like, "Oh, they must have really filled her up with some good stuff." I'm almost certain she sort of knew Michael, but she never quite understood what I was doing. Even at the end. But she gave in these last few months when I just did the art streams, and I just learned not to care about the whole professionalism thing. Who gives a shit? I have to my life revolves around my family. If one of them calls, I'm just going to take the call because screw it. But those turned out to be a real blessing because now I have her voice. I have her voice, and I have her voice telling me, "Oh, your artwork is so good." I immediately downloaded and saved the Lydia video, the Lydia X-Men video, because that's the one where I felt like she was just kind of giving me her blessing. She always did. Sometimes she didn't understand what this was and she got upset. She's like, "Oh, you're playing your video games again." And it's like, I only played it for like 2 hours. Whatever. It's just you live with someone, you have hiccups, especially when there's such a huge age difference, and you don't quite understand what was. It's a thing. She would have kept going if she could, but she also would have been miserable. She was getting to the point where she says, "I'm tired." At Thanksgiving, she wanted to leave early, which she never ever did. She never ever wanted to leave early, but she forced herself to stay for like the whole day. And she says, "Oh, that was wonderful. I'm so happy." I was going to say, don't tell my family. How are you going to tell my family? Um, Gosh, I'm having weird parasocial issues. But anyway, I said, don't tell my family, but I'm going to try to make her Duchess cream. She always made that for Easter, and she always made that for Christmas. It's basically tapioca and whipped cream, which she makes herself. She buys her own heavy cream and then whips it into whipped cream and adds her own vanilla and sugar. It tastes entirely different from other whipped cream because it's made at home and it's made with love. And then you add a can of pineapples, some grapes, some walnuts, and the aforementioned tapioca pudding, and mix it all together. It really isn't that hard. The only hard part is whipping the cream. But I got her a new, about maybe 4 years ago, I got her a new beater, which just makes it trivial. It's great. I really did learn how to cook from her and helped her. Like we have this old hand crank grinder for cranberry sauce, and every year for Thanksgiving we'd get it out and we'd crank the cranberries. And then one year I just said, and I don't know, she was sick or something. Something happened. I think she broke her leg. We had 10 good years, but those 10 good years were also like sort of riddled with health complications. But one year I just showed her how to use the, like my brother had a food ninja here. And I just said, "Hey, I'm going to grind everything up with this food processor," and I did it, and it was indistinguishable from the other cranberry sauce because it was just as good, and you didn't lose a whole like. The weird thing with the grinder is that you lost a lot of juice, and what they would do is they would stick a bowl. They would fasten it to like a stool or something. A stool or the side of a kitchen table, and they would grind it, and it would push the minced cranberries through, and all the juice would fall out. This way, all the juice stayed in the concoction, and you didn't have to remix it back in. And she loved that. She said, "Oh man, my great grandma would be jealous of that." And I said, "Yeah, I know." And I cooked good for her. I went through my phone and I looked at all the pictures because I was looking for pictures of her. And I looked at all the pictures of all the food I made for her. The shrimp scampi, I made her lamb chops one time, which were just like pork chops except like little lamb chop things, little tiny things. Beef and cabbage, and just I don't know. I always tried to make. They always said novelty is something to like help them keep their edge. She was very concerned about her memory in the last couple years, and I won't lie to you, she sort of was failing. Here, wait, this is my mom. Hold on. Hey, whoa. Let's see. I'm halfway through the stacks. Well, this is what I'm doing. I'm scoring the back of the cards and I'm folding them over. So that way I can just staple them. So I'm halfway through that process.
Okay.
Let's see. I have about maybe, if each stack is about 50, I have like 100 or maybe 200 here already.
We're gonna. I don't.
Okay, well, I'll do 200. You want 10 for all the people at your shop, right? Should I make about 20 or 30 for people at the shop?
Yeah, I'll probably want at least. I don't know how many.
And maybe Michael wants some to give to his customers. And then Audrey can take some home to the kids, so that's at least 10 there.
Right.
Like you said, I can like I told you, I can always make more.
But I do want to give Shirley if I her box. I keep on thinking, I don't know what it's getting so close to Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
Yeah, that was nice. And I got all my stuff today.
yeah. And did you just wrap
No, it's still in there. I'll wrap it tonight.
it or put it in a bag?
Yeah.
I got the names on those things. Don't move those basketball things. Over on the right hand side by the window is place for Brittany.
All right.
And then I have enough for Remy. I'm going to have to wrap her. You know, because those boxes, you know, those things that you said. You got that toaster, remember? It's like stuff for each. You know, her toaster and her mixer.
Yeah, I didn't get that. You did.
Yeah. So there's another thing I thought. Well, shit, she's got enough.
Yeah, she'll have plenty.
And to play. And I
If you want to, you can have the toaster and you can have the mixer be from Santa Claus. So she has the play set with her, because you're not going to bring their kitchen play set over here.
No.
So have that come from Santa. Okay. It's a corn, I forget what you call it, cornhole. Right. Yeah. It'll be wonderful.
Sorry about my brother, Chad.
Well, that's yeah. Yeah, it'll settle down when we get all this done. Hopefully.
It's got to stop. It has to stop. I can't do that anymore. Anyway, I'm holding towel, and I'm waiting for Julie to get done. If I get my nails done, I'll feel very appreciated.
Good. Yeah, and everything ran pretty smooth. It wasn't that big a crowd today. And I was just going through and I managed to go and get a
Well, I'll tell you what happened is a lot of the people, they don't get paid until the end of,
right.
They don't get paid until that Friday, like tomorrow, Thursday. So they're going to get paid probably on the 20th, that Friday.
Uh-huh.
They'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4 days to get their
Mm-hmm.
Walmart has we used to even I used to.
What, layaway?
Layaway.
I think they used to have that a few years ago. I'm not sure if they've done it now.
Yeah, but we used to put layaway. I used to put it up layaway. I told Dave, we'll just pay it. We'll pay $30 and then $30 here and whatever. And then But yeah. So anyway, so what are you gonna eat tonight?
I don't know. I may have some. I have some stuff in there. You left your yeah, you left your biscuits and gravy. Did you?
Well, maybe I'll eat it like
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cheese on whatever it's over. I got some of the stuff done at my house. I got that box empty, so I bring back the box. You know, I had the boxes in there. I bring back the box, back the wrap. Where'd you get that bottle wrap? Did you have it?
Oh yeah. I bought more of that too today. I bought boxes and I bought bubble wrap. Yes, it's huge. It's really long for statues and mirrors and stuff.
I get all recipes done. It's done.
Yeah.
And for clothes, I'm gonna have to box it all. I just have to.
Well, I got a more. I got 4 more of the big medium-sized boxes, and I got 4 more of the small ones. The small ones will take care of my equipment, and I'm going to give up some of it of this stuff away. At the end of I won't need a lot of it. I mean, I'll use some. I'll use a lot of it. I've got good old. Maybe I'll get rid of some lights, but I'm gonna take tripods and things like that. But yeah, you'll have plenty for the clothing, as long as you don't mind folding it up. Yellow.
Yeah, watching Amanda.
Ah.
She's doing shampoo and it looks so good.
Good.
She's touching her head. She's doing the massage. Oh my god. That's what in beauty school. She's only like a couple years, maybe 3 years. And in beauty school, they tell you how to do the face massage.
Right. Make the customer feel good.
Yeah, and then you get older, it's like.
Yeah. Get it out of there.
Don't do that. I'm not doing one Jeff. They all give me a massage because he works so hard, and I take the back of his neck and massage the neck.
Well, he gives you the tip, right?
He was so freaking cheap. I would not get that much money off of him.
Yeah.
Everybody kept me good today, so I got good money.
Excellent.
I got 4, 5, 6. I got 5 in there, so now I have 1,000 saved again. So
Beautiful.
that's what I do. So at Christmas. So anyway, it's all good. And anyway, love, I'll let you go. I'm gonna sit and relax. I'm getting real tired.
You are, because we were go. That's what I said. I woke up. I made a list of everything we needed. I worked on the video for about until like 9:45 when all the school buses were gone and all the morning traffic was gone, and then I went out and did the shopping. And then after I did that, I just kind of crashed a little bit.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to do, but I can't do it now. I'll do it until I get home, and then all of a sudden I'll get some energy. That's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Give me more energy. I'm gonna have to. Well, no, I got enough. Yeah, my car. So
Good.
anyway, I just need.
Yeah, and I just spent $30 to fill it up.
I just put a little heart on his "I love you," and I put "still working."
Okay, good.
So he knows I'm, because he sent that over. Like I think he sent it over at 350, and it's 450.
Mm-hmm.
That's not working. But he's such an asshole. Such an asshole. Oh my god. Maybe he got what I was saying, Dad.
Maybe.
Maybe he realized, because I kept on saying I'm just scared. Maybe I'm just scared. You know what I mean? Right now we're getting down to the line. And if we would have had the 2,500, maybe 4, 5, 6,000, I would get scared.
We'll see, Mama. We'll see what they do. But
at least 5,000. you, I'm going to go ahead and call them, see what I can do. If I can say, is there a way that I can, before the year's up, I can pay a portion of this, 1,500, she passed away. They write it off.
Oh yeah, I know they do.
5,000, they wrote it off. But they couldn't get it. They couldn't get it for me.
Yeah, or his wife, or.
Yeah, but that's why Grandpa and Mom was saying, hey, be careful, Asia. And then they broke out the house because they know that my mom was married and all that. And they said, Asia, be very careful. Don't sign any papers until a lawyer sees.
Yep.
Don't do that. And then they said, then you gotta watch yourself. And Gina's friends will watch over.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And Blake said he had one. He had a realtor. If you need another opinion.
I want to be more mature.
Okay, well then you go with Gina. She hasn't really stirred us to the wrong place yet.
Yeah, the thing is this. Gina's brother's been it for years. And this kid has been, I just go with something else.
Okay.
And that's good, but he's just a broker. He's not whatever. This guy's a broker and it.
Okay, that's good.
And I know James because he just sold his house.
Yeah.
And then that guy just fixed that. He did this. I kicked that.
Right.
And I'm not going to have that. So
Okay.
it's going to be scary for me. Oh, another thing.
What is this? Who? Oh yeah. I'll play dumb.
Instead of talking to him and saying this is the way it is, you need to stop that and talk to me. I talk to him like you got to talk. Because see, we stay connected, so I know. But that's where he got jealous last night.
He don't come to me. I mean, he's sorta. I mean, I don't know.
But you talk a lot on what the finances were.
I never talked to him about it. I told you about it.
Okay.
He was in the dark. But I was with her when she was going over everything.
Why do you think that you got to go with her? Why did he throw you in there then?
Because I live with her. I don't know.
Right.
And she probably told Mike, oh, well, he's good. He helps, which I did.
Well, and he does say that Pat knows the last, what do you call it, Wells Fargo, what's it? That call, and you know what she did, her accountant guy.
Yep.
And then we're going to sit there and I'm going to with it.
Yep.
And it was really strange. We could probably get some more money, good money, but Mike wants it now.
Yeah, but, we'll see.
But he wants it now because he owes about $16,000.
Well, he's only going to get 10. Ah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Mm-hmm.
And then when I sell the house, that's going to be my money.
Yep.
Now, if I got 50 or 60,000, that won't be very much. Because I got to split it with three. You understand?
Uh-huh.
If we get 50,000, it maybe won't even be done. Because if we ask for whatever he's asked for, we're not going to get that much money. Mom was betting that money in there, that 90,000, split it, kids, it's the house money. And he's not saying the house is worth more.
It is, Mom. You'll see when we get to it. It is. This place is going up in value.
And he's the only one that has the mouth. That's what Gina said.
Yep.
Gina said, no, your mom has the only one with the mouth.
She's the only one with the bare mountain.
Right. And everybody, some people don't like that. Some people do.
And the people that do, like Grandpa, will jump at it.
Right.
It's all depending on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you get some coffee and.
Okay. Well, I'm drinking it right
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
because I haven't pulled them yet. No. Well, I'll hold them. Don't worry. No, I'll get. She started getting sick, but all things she was born of the same. And so, but her mom's been busy too. We haven't talked very. Oh, Micah came in, and that's the one that we said the church dog. Well, anyway, I said to her, "Get in your car." So I know that if something happens, I can call on her. I can tell my clients to go to her.
Right.
Because I don't have anybody to say, "Hey, go." So, and I want my clients to go. And if I lose them, I lose them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well.
So I got one, and I got one like 40. Like he said, and I have to go. I said, yeah. So he said, wait.
Yeah.
And I got to get something. He said, what can you do? I got to do it on my feet.
Does he have a family or anything, or like a brother, or? Oh.
You know why? He's not good with me. Like, he did certain things and he doesn't really. He just doesn't.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I'll say, no, I gotta go.
Okay.
Okay, you're not going the second mile. I'm on the second mile. I think it's here at home. I mean, it disturbs me. Yes, I get $30, but
yeah, I know.
It's fast. Boom, boom, boom. It goes. But, when he did this one daddy stuff, and I'm really big.
Right.
You know.
Hold on, Michael. I'm still on the phone.
What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? And I said, okay, Debbie, then you go get my something.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can tell those people, call my number.
Yep.
If they start calling me on the phone, you can have my.
Yep. Okay.
The other girl that did my first lady.
Uh-huh.
He did a good job. So I said, well, it's good. I'm glad they took care of Joey.
Good.
So I said, but when I did her last Saturday, now your driver caretaker.
Yeah. Huh.
She said, oh, God, you are so good. She looks perfect. Your hairstyles are good. And that meant he was telling me that lady didn't do a good job on it.
Right.
Not like I did. So that's what he said. That you rock. You did a beautiful job.
Mm-hmm.
So she was being kind to me. To tell me it was okay. So
that's sweet.
I will talk to you later. How you want to get home around, okay?
Okay, Captain. You just relax a little bit, okay?
Thank you. You be careful.
Yep.
Take my car. Your car.
I took Grandma. Well, yeah.
Oh, good. Your car.
Yeah, I took the car. How's that?
Well, we got to go and do your car. You want that? But we've already done it. Now, another thing too, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, let me do something. Well, what were you going to do in supply?
I don't know.
I told you to come down, and because we were having that party.
Uh-huh.
And you said, oh, I'm busy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how do you rely on somebody that's so busy?
Yeah.
And I hate to tell you that. But
Okay.
it's the truth.
Uh-huh.
Please come. It's beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. But no, I can't. So that's how I did it.
Yep.
I can't come over. So, it's my. So, and I don't have to pay nothing for it at all. If they want to play the fairy tale land like most of those kids do, they can play it. Like our kids. All that.
Yeah.
And mom paid for the whole way. And yes, but you're right, Jan. Mike told Mom and Jim. She said Jim paid for the cake, big deal. And then David did the wedding, big deal. They didn't pay him. She went free. Yeah.
No.
You pay your free. And then Mike got Mom at the bar. Mom, I can't pay for this one. And Mom had to pay for it. And Mom paid for it. Well, I think so his dad paid it for it. You understand?
Yes.
He doesn't tell me much. But this trip where he got the kids, he not tell me that he did it. Mama did it.
No, he's not.
Yeah, so that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Whatever. The light come out. So.
Yep.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Love you. Bye. Yeah. That's Mom. She's gonna relax now. She just had to talk. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I've got a whole huge stack here. This is the little cat girl. Oh, I'm sorry about your grandpa. Yeah, Grandpa had what was his deal? What was his cancer? Anyway, he had cancer too. He took some medicine and got rid of it. I don't know if it was a chemo thing or not, but eventually it started to deplete his bones, and he had horrible back degeneration, and that ended up getting him. And right now we're sort of having trouble with a shitty family member. So, and it's not the one we thought it would have been, which is always weird. Get a couple of drinks into me, or maybe wait a few months, and I'll expand on that. Anyway, she had, you know what? Grandma took care of everything. Like I always said, she was always about her family. So she took care of everything. We had the flowers picked out. We had to pick everything out, but everything was paid for. She's got a beautiful casket with like inlaid. It's like made out of pink gold rose with rose inlets, and it just looks nice. So she's being buried. She's being buried with her first husband and Jim. Because her plot had a section for 3 people. And then she's got one left over, which we don't know what to do. Did you know that the graveyard, the graveyard doesn't buy plots anymore? You think like, oh, we could just sell this to the graveyard and they'll sell it to someone else. No, they want you to go and sell it to some other third person. So we either put it up or we keep it in the family. That's the thing. We're trying to split it all evenly between 3 kids. So either Mom takes it and just like doesn't even say anything. She just has it and keeps it in the family. I'm sure Mom would keep it and then give it to like the first kid that died, which is most likely my uncle. He's like 75 and he's got the cancer thing, the throat cancer. Hey, John. Oh, yeah. But your honey totes my jam forever. You're such a goof, Barack. I gotta rewatch that. That's like the Family Guy, not the Family Guy, the Game Grumps thing where you forget about your own jokes. It's always been lucrative. Like, I forget who was telling me, but I learned about this a long time ago. Oh, no. It's the episode of, what's that cartoon? Midnight Gospel. If you watch the episode of Midnight Gospel. Actually, Midnight Gospel would be really good. if you lose someone. But anyway, they had a grief counselor on the Midnight Gospel, and she took the form of the Grim Reaper. For those who don't know, I did a video on it. Midnight Gospel is sort of a fictionalized, semi-real thing where they take a podcast and they animate to it. One episode, they had a grief counselor come on and just tell you about the history of like embalming, like how it all started with Lincoln, because at the time he was the first president to be assassinated. So that might not be true, but he was like certainly the most important at the time. So anyway, they were talking about how embalming was completely new at the time because they wanted people to see Lincoln's body and they wanted to take him all over the country. So they had to like come up with this new sort of technique about preserving the body. So which is injecting it with all this plastic and stuff. It wasn't plastic at the time. It was mahoganyite or something. My dad was cremated. My great grandpa was cremated. My grandmother on his side were cremated. Both grandpas put in the ground. Grandma's going to be put in the ground. I don't mind. I think I'll be cremated. There's some religions frown upon that because they think you need a body in order to like be resurrected, but how do you explain all the people that have rotten away so far? Yeah, she is going to be embalmed. And she took care of everything. We thought we had to like get our own picture and everything, but luckily there's a portrait included in the package, so that was a blessing. So we get a package. I'll tell you one thing is weird. It was the obituary. I'm gonna move into the kitchen. I think you guys can still hear me when I come out here. I got to get the baggies and I got to get the birdseed. But the obituary is so weird because it's so antiquated. We did her final wishes. We've done everything to her specifications or her last requests. So we put her obituary in the newspaper, but there's only 2 people in the whole obituaries. So we have this huge section right here. And the obituary is only half a page now. Because you know what people do? They just put it online. Like you can tell the newspaper industry is dead. Because obituaries are now just like 2 people. And they got one person with half a page, and then my grandma with half a page. And it's so weird. We didn't expect it to be that big. We expected it to be like a small little thing. It's pretty neat. We're going to have to go back and look at Grandpa's obituary because that was about maybe 15 years ago. And we just want to see the difference between their obituaries and what we have now, because we're pretty sure he had the same amount of words, but it was definitely cut down. And she had a budget already of about maybe $250, so we put an extra $100 to that so she could have the obituary that she wrote. I rewrote it a little. I took a few things out. Some of it felt a little dry, so I juiced it up a little bit. I think she would have been happy. My mom, she got upset because I replaced loving mother and grandmother. I was trying to cut down on the word count, so I said matriarch. And she says, "Oh, Chad, no one's going to know that word." And then her customer used the exact same word. She said, "Oh, no, you lost your matriarch." And that's sort of when Mom was like, "Oh, okay, that's good." Okay, never mind. Um, yeah, everything sort of has been running smoothly. The pastor's doing good. I need to finish the video. We're going to have a video set to Lion King, Circle of Life, because that's the year that Grandpa died. First Grandpa. Hello, Alter. How you doing? Oh yeah, I would say people still use matriarch more than they do. Thank you, Alter. I would say people still use matriarch more than they use patriarch. Because, everyone has that one family member, that one motherly figure that sort of rises above everyone else. And now that's my grandma. I mean, that's my mother. Technically, we have Aunt Betty. Aunt Betty lives out in Florida. She's like 97. And not to put a damper on it. But okay, you know what? Grandma was I think Grandma got her wish. Because the Kirkpatrick lineage does live a long life. But sometimes it's just miserable by the end. She was telling me about her aunt, her aunt or cousin. Her cousin that lived to 107. And she was almost bedridden. They had to put her in a harness in order to change her bed sheets and all that. And she was nearly blind and just like, it's and she was like, oh God, I don't want to do that. And my grandma was deathly afraid of developing Alzheimer's. She was always saying, oh God, if that ever happened to me, I don't know. That's my biggest fear. And she definitely lived in perpetual fear of that, because now we were going and getting psych exams every couple months, not every couple months, but like every half a year, to see if she was. And they told her she was losing memory, but she wasn't in any danger of being diagnosed with Alzheimer's. But that was just something that weighed on her heart. I don't know. It's horrible and it's painful for us, and it's traumatic for us. And I told everyone I speak to, I've told this. It's traumatic for us, but she did go so peacefully. And maybe it was time. Because like I said, every journal entry was always started with, I'm still here. Like, well, it was almost like she was daring God. And Grandma wasn't going to stop. I've told you this. She does laundry. She would sweep. She would climb up into the mountains to look at plants. It was like the only way God was going to stop her if she tackled her from behind. Gosh, she was a tough old German. I really do miss her. It's so weird being in the house and being like, well, you just turn the corner and you'll see her. Oh, she was a badass. Oh. Still kind of pissed her doctor survived her. Her doctor was like 90. The doctor's basically an old codger. That kind of pissed me off. Oh. But she doesn't have any more back pain. That's a good thing. No more back pain, no more corn pain, no more peeing 3 times a night. She would always say that, Chad, It was always weird. Oh, we were close. I lived with her. I lived with her for 9 years. I took care of her. It was my job. This In the grander scheme of things, this is kind of the side hustle. But that's going to change because I'm going to go and I'm going to start. Mom now needs someone. She's still working. She wants to work until whenever, and until then, I'm going to at least spend a year with her. And I'm going to get a little studio set up in my bedroom. Have everything in one room. No more of this. No more of this garage crap. No more garage. No more that. I'm going to set up a camera. I'm going to set up a filming station. I'm going to go in this in earnest, like she wanted. It was, like I said, she didn't quite understand but she wanted me to do something with it. But she also was like, I don't know. It was just one of those things where she just kind of didn't quite get what it was all about. She would always ask when I was streaming, it's like, who are you talking to? What is this? Is this a thing? Are you talking to one person? Or are you... And even then, when I said, like, well, it's like radio. Or like a ham radio. Or I would try to, like... I don't think she knew what ham... I think even ham radios were, like, a little out of her bailiwick. Mom is a hairstylist. She has been a hairstylist for damn near forever. Her first shop was named Chadwick's after her first baby boy. Her and my dad was the manager, and they met at Great Expectations, a hair store that tried to screw her over one time. My mother is the reason why, if you go to certain chains, they will not give out the names of their hairstylists. If you go to like Great Clips or Sports Clips or something, they will, like, every guy is named the same, and every No, Grandma. You know what? What she said the last time. Like I said, I downloaded the one Artcast I just did with her, where she said, "Oh, you got to have a brain for it, and something. And you're going to do it, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to just just keep doing what I'm doing. I may not get famous, but I'm going to make a living. I'm going to help Mom, and I'm going to just make sure that this works out." But anyway, my mom was a hairstylist at Great Expectations, and when she left, by the way, Great Expectations, I think at the time was a chain, which is a very key. It was very important to this story. When she left, she brought a whole bunch of clientele with her. So Great Expectations sued her. They sued her because they thought she was poaching away their clientele. And she stood in front of a judge and she represented herself. It was amazing. She represented herself and she said, when someone comes and gets a hairstylist, they ask for someone who's providing the talent. So no, it's not about. There is no, unlike fast food, there is no recipe to follow. Unlike, there's no product that Great Expectations is offering in itself. It is all talent based, and it is all what the individual could do. And the judge totally agreed with that, and then put the kibosh on it. Now, I think this was like in the 1970s. I think now they could maybe try, and I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. If you found a crooked enough judge, they could like say, oh yeah, Great Expectations, it's the name brand people go to. It's not the person actually doing it. But even then, it's like really hard. Haircutting is like the one last bastion. Hairstylist is like the one thing where it's like, yes, this one person is doing it. It's not like Disney Studios where the artist gets lost in this meluge. It's a one-on-one interaction with a person. So she totally shut down this whole thing, which is why in the 80s, like, again, Great Clips. If you ever walk into a Great Clips, don't walk into a Great Clips. Really, you shouldn't do that. You should find a really good hairstylist. That's my mom's advice to you. But if you walk in there, all the name tags are the same. They're all like generic names. That's because they make you sign an agreement so that you won't give out your real name. So that way, when you leave and maybe start your own shop somewhere, that you won't be, the clientele won't be able to find you. You have to do this underground, like World War II, like resistance shit. It's like, my name is Jean Valjean, find me, when I go. So they couldn't figure out a way to like actually sue people for their actual skill, but they did find a way to like sort of, if you want to work for us, we take away your. It's deeply dystopian. Well, no, they want the clientele. Plus, by the way, no offense if you you find yourself a good hairstylist. That's all I have to say to you. But my mom can see a Great Clips haircut a mile away, and she will pray for your soul and your scalp when she sees it. Okay, see, Alter. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Man, I really did miss talking. I really did just miss, like, opening up and just discussing what's on my brain with you guys. I never told you. This is that cat girl, Alia from Arlo. The Netflix original series that like lasted maybe 2 seasons, or a movie and a season. They wanted to like get it going. And I know hair clips. Oh no! Great Clips is like my mother always said there's a difference between a barber and a hairstylist. It's like one of those like a polyhedron things where it's like some barbers are hairstylists, but not all barbers are hair. No, how do I do that? Some barbers are hairstylists, but not all. No, wait. Some barbers are hairstylists, but some of them aren't. There, let's just say that. Okay, let me get the bags and let me get my teaspoon and let me get my birdseed. And the stapler. Yep. Okay, good. I think I also got laryngitis for like I was sick. Like I said, I've been sick since Thanksgiving. And I think I got the laryngitis just from crying so much. I wept like a baby. I don't mind telling you, because like I said, I was close with her. Oh, the thief character comes from Atastic's little short. Here, I'll put it in here. There you go. That's the thief character. Come on. Oh, nope. Hmm. Okay, I got to turn that around. I don't want the staples biting anyone. Okay, that's one. That's two. All right. She's a cutie. I like her voice. Okay, see you, Michael. Thank you. You take care. I don't know when things are going to get back to normal, but they're going to get back to normal. Oh, come on. Wish I had a little vacuum thing so I could suck the air out of the bird seeds and make them look a little like they're flat. Can I do that? Hold on. I'm going to hup some bird seed. Oh shit, that actually worked. That'll make this whole process longer, but it makes it look nicer. Plus, it gets all my germs on there. Okay, that's not good. I was going to say, it gets all my germs on there. Okay, that's not good. That's perfect. Oh, these are going to look great. By the way, I don't mind my commission taking a while. Oh, Condor? I'm lost track of everything. What was your commission? I forgot. I literally just I know I had one more out there. And I don't know if it was yours or not. I don't think it was. I don't think I have on my notes. I don't even know where my notes are. I'm lost. Just what was it? Skunk Girl from Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, yeah. Hit me up again. Resend it something to me. Okay. Was it DA or was it Twitter or was it Blue Sky? Yeah. Just. And yeah, Ninja. We'll It was DA? Okay. Oh god, I wonder if I have anyone else. No, I shouldn't have anyone else. Oh, maybe I do. Shit, I've lost my mind, everybody. I think I had 3 other people, and I told them. Okay, DA. Okay, I gotta check DA. I forgot DA was a thing. DA has such a problem with AI stuff now. I was like, I've always sung the praises of DA, but I just recently took another look at that. And I was like, oh crap. Everything on here is just like AI garbage. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Good for her. I've seen some dumbasses say like, "Oh wow, look how much impact she's had." It's like she's been around for decades, and it's like, yeah, she has. People were making comics about her. Okay, yeah, send me that and Ninja, Kevlar Ninja. We you just hold off on that. I'm sure I'll need some money. Actually, yeah, I'll we'll get back to normal, a normal pace. Like I said, I still need to. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. We got to sell the house, but they want me to watch the house, but that takes money to run the house. I'm definitely going to go when I go over to mom's. I'm going to soup up her internet. I'm going to pay for some high speed quality internet. It's actually cheaper now. I've got pretty much the same kind of internet, except now without grandma. There's one thing that she only watched like maybe 3 channels, and one of them was The Price is Right, and then the other one was the Murder Channel, the HLC something or other, and then CNN, which is what turned into crap. So it's just like, Grandma, why are you doing that? All the other channels you can watch. Actually, you shouldn't be watching any news. That's a twig. But I've got decent enough internet here for now. I'm going to stay here, clean out everything. I'm going to, I don't know, I think we're having an estate sale. And I don't know what that entails. Well, we'll see. We just got to make it to the. Right now, it's just trying to get to the funeral. Let's see, where are we at? I think we're almost done. And then I'll go get something to eat. There's corn in here, so this would also be good for squirrels. Corn and sunflower seeds. So we also get rabbits sometimes when they come, and they like to eat while we're feeding them. You got about 6 minutes. Okay, that's good. Who's Steve? Steve Ditko. Really? Oh, Power Rangers has some staying power. I don't know if they were privy to not pervy, privy to the fact that the Sentai. I mean, Saban definitely like used it because it was cheap footage to repurpose here in America. But like it's a long running tradition in Japan. Oh, who's this? Who's this now? Oh, she's got a picture with. Oh my gosh, this looks exactly like Rex. This dog mom's with. A little bit furrier. Imagine the shaggy dog except brown. With brown eyes instead of black eyes. Vidalo? Is that a dish? I heard you guys talking about Indian food. There's an Indian market, and I gotta go see it now. If there's one thing I'm sad about is that Grandma always said, "Oh, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go eat there." And then sometimes we would say, "Well, should we do it?" And then she would always be like, "No." So I guess, don't put anything off. There's an Indian market. It's right by her library. I may just walk in this next time. I've got to drop off her last books. Her last set of Danielle. Oh, God. She loved Danielle Steele, even though it was borderline Vindaloo. What is it? Is it a rice dish or Danielle Steele? Here's how bad Danielle Steele is. I don't think anyone's actually made movies about it. I think there was one movie, and I have it on VHS. I was going to do it part of like a Familiar Faces or whatever. I may still do that in honor of good old Grandma. But I don't think anyone's actually made any movies about her books. Ooh, curry. I don't mind curry. Oh, okay. I ruined this one. Don't tell Mom, but when I was at Sam's Club, I bought a whole pizza. So I still have like 3/4 of it in the refrigerator right now. And that's what I'm going to eat. It's a tomato-based sauce. Okay, I could mess with that. I could get down with that. That speaks to my inner Italian. Yeah, it looks a little brown, but what do you expect? Okay, that looks good. Yeah, is that hummus in the back there? We're gonna have a very small Christmas. In honor of Grandma, I already got her Cure 81 ham from Hormel. Every year, she would always look for that specific ham. We had to go everywhere to find it. And you know what? I found the last one just right up here. It was like $40, but it turns out it was the manager special. So I got it for like $20, and it was all taken care of. I'll just throw it into the oven on Christmas Day, and then take it out when it's done, and it'll be fine. This all started with Christmas because I remember she had her episode, and by the time we got her home, she was like, we're not having, my mom was adamant. She's like, we're not having anyone over. We're not doing Christmas. And I got up early that morning and I just stuck a ham in just so people could eat it because I knew people would be coming in and out. And then I ended up making like some little side stuffing and just making a meal. And then sure enough, people would come and visit her, and they would have a little bit of ham and a little bit of whatever I had out, and it all worked out fine. And I'm gonna just get up Christmas Day and make the family meal. It's not gonna be big. There's only gonna be like 8 of us, but it'll be fine. No, 8. No, wait. Blake, Brittany, Remy, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. Okay, I counted that right. Maybe 9 if we invite Trish over. Wait, no, she's going up north. Okay, never mind. Whatever. But anyway, that's this Artcast. I did these a long time ago. And I guess I needed just something to kind of talk over. Thank you all for just oh, really? It's got 20-something adaptations? Okay, well then I'll have to look into that. They certainly don't advertise it. Thank you all for being there. I just needed to get back into it. Was a pain. It really did hurt just kind of sitting here, but talking helped. And it's going to be the subject of a lot of talks moving forward, but I got to get back into some sort of. Mom's already back at work. She's going to work a little bit to fill in the week before Christmas and New Year's. And I'm going to get started back to a regular schedule. Well, semi-regular. Again, we're going to have Christmas and we're going to have all that other stuff going on. But you know what I mean. But thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you all when I see you. Okay? Thank you all for joining me. And have a good night. Bye-bye.